Post-conflict health systems are characterized by high poverty levels, scanty public service provision, and weak structures for governance. Within post-conflict northern Uganda, there are a multiplicity of agencies, both public and non-government, that need to work together to build the overall health system capacities of the districts to steer the actors towards addressing short, medium, and long-term health system strengthening objectives in the affected communities. Post-conflict areas attract many public and external aid responses, usually aimed at addressing the gaps in the health and other social systems. In northern Uganda, several grants have raised the hope of better financing of direct and indirect determinants of health and welfare improvements. Between 2009 and 2015, it is expected that about £1,200 million could be spent to finance the reconstruction of post-conflict northern Uganda. This financing horizon for post-conflict northern Uganda provides an opportunity for programs whose objectives are to improve the health systems and other related social infrastructure that support the well-being of communities. The ReBUILD Sub-Study 5 explored how governance relationships in post-conflict sub-region are designed to address principles of state-build, aid effectiveness, and health development in post-conflict northern Uganda. Maternal delivery, HIV treatment, and health workforce provided the focus for this exploration. Throughout the research process, ReBUILD researchers have been engaging with stakeholders from government, development partners, academia, and civil society to ensure that ReBUILD activities are relevant and support processes to develop the health system in post-conflict northern Uganda. In February 2015, a second validation meeting for the ReBUILD project in Uganda was held with the following objectives. 1. Sharing preliminary findings from all ReBUILD sub-studies, pre-testing messages with the district audiences, receiving feedback on the various project findings, and formally flagging off data collection for Phase 2 of Sub-Study 5, focusing on aid architecture. The one-day meeting, held at Churchill Courts, Gulu town, was attended by participants who included district health management teams, health facility managers of profit, not-for-profit and public facilities, health workers, and representatives of selected NGOs from Amuru, Gulu, and Kitgum districts. Introducing the ReBUILD project, the Uganda team leader, Associate Professor Freddie Singoba, said the ultimate desire of the project is to contribute to the development of pro-poor health systems in the country. On behalf of the Gulu District Health Officer, the acting DHO, Dr. Robert Ongom, noted that ReBUILD provides a broader package of research, unlike projects that focus on healthcare alone.
An effort like this to understand the service delivery, especially health service delivery, is very important if we are going to make meaningful rehabilitation or reconstruction of Gulu. I appreciated that it's quite holistic. It's not only the usual scope where we tend to understand health service delivery in terms of the healthcare itself.
The study set out to answer the following questions. 1. Which agencies support the key health services? 2. How do the agencies link up in each district to provide these key services? 3. What are the perceptions about resource exchanges for health services? And 4. What is the pattern of practice with regard to aid effectiveness?
But findings now, like when it comes to human resource, there are very few agencies are working there. All of it is under one partner, so to speak, supporting human resource, and common district government. So that can start us to tell us some things around where is effort concentrated. So where is effort concentrated? HIV and maternal health. So human resource don't expect very much. That's what the story is. So resilience is this one is joint medical store, receiving mostly money for medicines. DHO receiving. Now what is black, red, purple can be discerned. These purples are health facilities. These ones are administrative agencies, so to speak. the administrative agencies. The green ones are usually what we call community-based. We have to come up with innovative categories. So AVIS and beautiful community. So is Amafora. So what you see here is some the blacks are the funding agencies, those that have money to provide to this network. Yeah? Is that clear? So that is how the architecture for Sub-Saharan and Amuru will look like. Keep that in mind, try to take a picture of it, and then we'll look at this one. This is for Kitgum. What immediately comes to mind is too much here. Oh no, very few actors. And you can see a lot of blacks, meaning fund holders. There are still these groups are there. The same group is there. But there is also Nakora there. Somehow comes into play. The rest are service provider agencies. But among service providers, you can also see Namukora, Kitgum, Atibi. This is, oh yeah. See, some are doing better than others. The DHO's office is there. So you start to see what is the architecture supporting service delivery. Just visually initially, just give you a visual impression. Now keep that and let's go to Gulu. Gulu, we had to size it so that it becomes a bit small because we couldn't fit on the page. So the density was very high. There was some, what title do you give to the DHO here? Everlasting. And you see that black surrounding everlasting is quite strong. Meaning he's a good recipient because all these arrows mean things are going there. And the tail of the arrow means things are coming from that. So the arrows usually create that black crowd around it. So again, you see a dense area happening. And of course, some peripherals that are not so dense, but still, what is the key between this and the one we just seen before? If you were to look at the blacks on here, the blacks here are too many. Meaning that the fund holders surrounding Gulu district service delivery are quite. Of course, one would want to make an assumption that that means there is more financial support. I hope that is true. That's what one would want to make as an assumption. Now, having showed you the total network, let me now look. This is now bringing them more or less together. To give them a picture so that you have Gulu, Kitgum, and that. Now you start to see young districts really doing very, very poor. If you are to do, what would you want to do differently? If you have the opportunity to help Amuru, for example, you would wish there was someone who allocates and do a fair distribution. So who does that? Whose job is it? Do we know? And now the HIV one. Just looking at HIV alone. Do you seem to see a difference between this and the other? Meaning that most of the relationships we've been putting together actually around HIV relation. Meaning that there is a lot around that area. And the other way of looking at that is to say, let's look at what extent does each network contribute to the overall. So in each district you have Gulu, Kitgum, and we have networks for maternal health, for HIV, for human resource. You see that for maternal health in Gulu contributes 28%. That's very low percentage. So the relationships total that we saw, only 28 is for maternal health, 81 is for HIV, and 6 for human resource. There is some overlap because some of them are repeated. Because some facilities support 1 or 2 or 3. Here, when you come to Kitgum, 48 is for maternal health, almost 70 for HIV, 10 for human resource. Amuru has very few, but 67 of those are maternal. 30 HIV, 30 HRH. Although they have fewer players, they are fairly distributed. So sometimes when you have few, maybe you can easily direct. I don't know what it means. Somebody from Amuru might tell us. But that's something, what this tells us. Yeah. Okay, so now we move from general picture trying to see which agencies are central. In other words, we've seen so many lines crisscrossing, but really, who are those organizations and what are they doing? Can we rank them and understand what they're doing? So this is for Gulu. If you rank them according to the ties they have. You remember the colors? The red is the administration, the black is the holding money, this one is providing services, this is community best green. So you can see that in the Gulu, the PHO occupies a very central position. He beats all other players in his business, as it should. And yeah, if you are going to be the conductor, sure, everybody should say that they are reading from you. Not so. So somehow the next in line there was at that time New Health. Then the rest, about 4 of them are around the same level. RH, Uganda, Loki, Aris, UNICEF, Human. And all those come in, and then it tells off a little bit. Ranking these according to the number of relationships or contacts in that network. Does that make sense? Okay, we shall now go to Kitgum. We rank those, we find that Aris is standing up, followed by St. Joseph. The PHO follows in that position. Meaning that if we are to look for a coordinator in that district, the PHO is number 3. Sorry, but this is how the statistics are supposed to be read. The rest go like that. So the influence is different.
The aid effectiveness study raised questions related to how development partners and their activities are distributed and coordinated, the need for district staff to acquire such skills, and inclusion of other areas in district health management that may benefit from such analysis. The reconstruction activities in post-conflict northern Uganda represent opportunities to rebuild the health system. The government and international community have provided additional financial resources to address different constraints in the health and related systems. The ReBUILD Consortium will contribute research evidence to help optimize these opportunities for health system development.